on this Wednesday night. It's Wednesday already. We already 3 days into April. Almost as of in a few hours. That's crazy. Before I go on with my video, I want to make sure that you walk in here, you push that thumbs up either before when you come in or before you leave. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because soon the only people that can make comments going to be my subscribers. So please make sure you get in while it's free and subscribe to the channel because we talk about some good stuff over here, don't we, y'all? I know most of you come here to hear about celebrity news, but I'm trying my best to change the narrative of my channel. Hey Sandra. Hey Red. I'm trying my best to change the narrative a little bit on my channel. I want to go more towards real life situations, and I hope it don't throw off the algorithm of my channel. So I'm still gonna talk about the celebrities when I can, but today I just couldn't find nothing I wanted to talk about. We got another alleged victim with Diddy. I don't want to talk about that. They talking about 50 Cent in Louisiana. I didn't want to talk about that. They're talking about some basketball wives. They lied about Dennis Rodman died on April 1st, which was a lie. It's just like Hollywood. I'm starting to believe Hollywood playing with us. I don't know about y'all, but I am really starting to believe Hollywood playing with us. Hey, Kanique, how y'all doing? I'm starting to believe Hollywood throw us stuff out there just to stay relevant because they're not selling music. They're not making no good movies no more. So what do we see now? Pay attention. We see a lot of the celebrities all over YouTube. So y'all just gonna come over here and take YouTube money after you done took all of our money from coming to see you in concert, watching your movies. Now you want money from YouTube. It's like when they can't make money nowhere else, they run to a podcast. And I'm starting to realize they making up fabricated stories. See, I think YouTubers making up stuff. They making up fabricated stories on a daily basis, just feeding us BS. And the whole time, we sitting here following behind a lead, and it's real life situations out here that we need to be talking about. Forget them today, at least for today. Can we forget them today? I'm going to show y'all a video. This is a young man I watch all the time. He's a big blogger, and his name is, I think, Brahman TV. He's so funny. But he's an intelligent young guy. He's about my son David age. And he's been on YouTube for a long time, and he does the commentation. Am I saying it right? He commentate videos, and I wish I knew how to do that because I'd rather do that. I'd rather show y'all videos and talk about them. But I gotta learn how to edit. So until I learn to edit, I'll be showing y'all my TV. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all a video of his. This is not my video. This is for entertainment purposes only. Fair use 107. And I hope I don't get in trouble, but I gotta keep interrupting his video because that's YouTube standard of operation. We cannot talk about somebody else's video without stopping it every few minutes. We gotta constantly interrupt because we only can use other people's videos to teach or show. We can't use it just to make money off their content. Okay. He has a video on here, y'all. It's about a church. And I think I will stay on this subject for all the rest of this month. These pastors must be exposed. I have story after story after story about pastors doing wrongdoing. And y'all don't have a clue how they behave behind closed doors. The church I grew up in, Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church, I want y'all to Google that this week. Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church, 510 Franklin, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 49507. And tell me what y'all come up with. For real. Google it and tell me what y'all come up with. The pastor did some bold stuff, and I love this pastor dearly. Actually is very good friends. I'm very, very good friends with his brother. So when I speak on these people, I don't mean no harm, but the damage is already done. I noticed this about my community. We are the outcasts if we speak about something that's wrong, that's already been done. They title us as snitches, sellouts. I guess we supposed to hide wrongdoing and go along to get along, but some of us have morals. Some of us was raised right. Some of us not in the streets. We don't care about the street code. I didn't get that book. So I call a spade because if you notice on my channel, let me say one thing wrong, they call me out. Always calling Nina out. I can't say nothing wrong. I already tell y'all I stumble over words 'cause I have a little speech problem. I had it all my life. And if I say one word wrong, oh, I get laughed at, talked about, everything. And it's really a disability. And y'all laugh at me, but it's cool. I laugh at myself sometimes. I'm like, I'm about to butcher your name. But y'all make fun of people, disabilities, and what's funny is most of you, no, I ain't gonna say most, all of you who watch me are grown as heck. And the biggest bullies walking around here, but y'all talking about these children. I don't know why these kids act the way they act. You don't, mama. Why don't you put a camera in your house and record yourself throughout the week? And then on Sundays, just watch the whole video and see if you like what you see about yourself. They get it from you. But this video is about a pastor who was cheating on his wife. And she comes up in the church, the girlfriend, and show her whole blackness. Just went, crazy. In church. Now, I'm going to show you little clippies and I'm going to keep stopping. Because I want to see where y'all mind's at. So I'm going to show you a little bit clipping. Then I'm going to stop and I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay, y'all ready? Check this out. Broman TV. Hold on. Hope y'all can see it clearly. Did y'all hear her? Let me go back a little bit. That's the girlfriend they taking out. Let me go back a little bit. Hold on. I want y'all to hear what she just said. Listen closely. Let me cut it up. She said, beat that BASS. Y'all know who she talking about? She talking about the first lady. She came in the church looking for the pastor's wife to fight her. Can y'all see this? I'm sorry if it's not clear, but that's the TV, I guess. This is church, Sunday service. Look at mama.
So this guy said to me, and this looked like it.
This is Broman right here that's speaking. Hold on. I'm sorry. Moving the camera like that. I'm sorry. Check him out.
This was his wife. This was the first lady, I'm guessing. And the lady that walked in and was ready to bang and put hands was the mistress, was his side chick.
They go to pastor.
She came to church tripping on. Said that she finna put paws on the first lady. She lucky she didn't come to church today. This is crazy. So yeah, it looked like Buddy got fired, man. Buddy Luck.
Next, we're going to see how they trying to kick the pastor out. He ended up getting fired. Check this out.
It's his job, y'all. Alright, this finna get good. Dang!
Look at her.
Dang. Oh! rewind. Did she just swear in church? Okay, this ain't funny, bro. This not funny, but it's crazy because, like, she said she finna beat that B word up. I always feel comfortable saying B word, but it's wild, right? This is what goes on, y'all. This is what go on. Oh, man. Everybody got their phones out. You know, black people nosy, man. Everybody just watching like it's a movie.
It's normal.
Oh.
Okay. What would any one of you do in this situation? Look at these kids. This becoming normal. Even couples sitting here like, I wish they hurry up so service could start so we can hurry up and go home so we can get us something to eat. They looking so nonchalant, not shocked, not trying to intervene. What happened to the men who's supposed to be in charge of the community and the church? Look at this brother sitting down right here. I'm just minding my business. No man intervened. It's the women trying to control the situation. I don't even see no deacons up trying to really do nothing. They should have been closing the church doors so everybody just goes to their car. I mean, at this point, it's out of control. And everybody's sitting there like, oh, well, it ain't nothing going on. This is just a normal Sunday. This is what we do.
You get on the mic.
He go to pastor. He go to pastor.
So it looked like they trying to appoint him off. They trying to get him up out of there. He's telling them he can't do nothing. He can't get me up out of here. I'm the pastor. I haven't been voted out. I'm not going. I'm not going. Who in the audience? Who in the church?
Okay, my question is, what kind of church is this that you instantly, right in the midst of this situation, tell the pastor you fired? I mean, don't you have a board? Don't you have meetings? Don't you got to come together and see what's going on? They don't know if this woman telling the truth. They don't know who she is. And they just get up there and say, Pastor, you fired. You got to go. They just did a Donald Trump on the pastor. What kind of, oh my God, what kind of buffoonery going on at this church? But this is who y'all get y'all money to. This is who y'all get up and go drive every Sunday. Look, it's no order in the church. Everybody walking around. Look at the woman right here with her camera. She just want to get some footage. Look at her. She one of the elders of the church. And this is what I be saying about women. The Bible states a woman shouldn't preach. People get mad when I say that. You know what a woman's job is, though? A woman's job is to teach, not preach. The ladies and the babies. And the men can come along to listen if they want to learn something that they never heard before or they want a different perspective. But it's not a woman's job to teach a man. That's why in the word of God, it tell a woman to be quiet. But if you notice, everybody talking right now, women. So this is why the devil is able to come into the church, because the church don't have order no more. Everything is out of order. I see hoodies. I see women in jeans. I see wigs. I see people just out of order. And I know it say come as you are. Y'all want to say that, right? I know y'all about to say that. Do y'all know when the word of God say come as you are, that don't mean clothing? He's not talking about your wardrobe. He mean come as a crackhead. Come as a robber, a thief, a murderer, a prostitute. He talking about your spirit. Come exactly how you are. The church is a hospital. We're here to help each other heal. But once again, y'all turn the word of God around and you wear your hoochie mama the clothes because right here in the Bible, he said, come as I am. But only if that's all you have. If you have some decent clothes in your closet, you shouldn't be wearing no mini skirt with your butt out in church. It's an order of respect. You got to respect the house, even though you are the church. I don't remember Jesus going to a building preaching, but let's watch it a little bit more.
It's got another angle or something. Please come forward. Please come forward. Come towards the altar. We need another angle. I need different angles. I need different angles because this just deserves different angles, 100%.
The church, I don't know, in between the church body will be called by the voting members, and it said if any time that a vote is needed for the church division, a church
hoodie
will be called, the meeting must be stated, and it said the chairman of the deacon ministry will provide. The chairman of the deacon ministry will provide. Let me show it to you. Right here.
How they having a board meeting right on service Sunday? Look, they passing paperwork around. Babies crying, people walking.
Let me tell y'all what happened.
I asked to do one thing, ask a question. They won't let me ask the question. They won't let me ask the question. They know I'm telling the truth. I asked them to let me ask one question.
Listen to the pastor. Can I get my likes up, please?
This church be stupid.
False prophet, man.
False prophet.
When y'all came at me, y'all said, I'll let you speak at the meeting. You don't remember that? Right. Look, no.
How are they having a debate about a meeting on Sunday service? This is Sunday service. People that are hear the word of God, and look how they behaving. Do y'all not think the Lord is upset with these folks? And the sad part of it all is that this is not the only church that's doing this. I'm going to have video after video. Every day I'm going to show you a fallen church. For the next 30 days, I promise you I'll have a video for you every day. And I'm not showing you all these videos to deter you from church. I'm not. But I also want you to open your eyes to some truth. Because so many of you come at folks that expose these pastors, take your hands off God's anointing. And you going to hell. I'm going to hell for talking about something that they did, but they're not going to hell for doing it. Make that make sense.
This is what happened. Do you remember? No. See, why do you want to let me talk? All I ask is to ask one question.
One question.
All I ask, they won't let me ask my one question because they know I'm telling the truth.
Look at the path.
Because they know I'm telling the truth.
But at least they come on private property and ask me to leave if I'm not doing nothing to nobody.
All right, everybody want them to leave.
That's a private property.
Is this not like a reason to this?
The right way is the right way is number one. The right way is where is your church roll? Where's your church roll? You gotta have an active church roll. Where's your church roll? Where's the secretary of the church?
See, this is what you call playing church. They act like they in a clubhouse outside. They some teenagers. What's your role? And let me tell you what really happened. They sound like some kids. This is a pastor playing church. He shouldn't even be in the pulpit. Because he should know the order of church. And one thing about the order of church, you do not have private meetings among the people. This is how they lose respect for the pastor. Now, they hearing all his business. They see how it operates. People standing up, voicing their opinion. And everybody sitting around. The kids confused. And everybody just listen to all the dirt. Listen, this.
No, you're not you. How you got one? The church secretary is supposed to have one. You haven't been here, but you come on first Sunday. So how you know who's here second, third, and fourth?
Oh, he mad now.
As long as we do it right, I'm okay. I'm okay with right. As long as we do it right. Because you can't just bring folk in here that ain't been in here since September 24th.
The pastor more concerned on who they bringing in and what secretary did what and who can't tell him to leave. But he never one time said, who was that woman, Hoppo? You know what I'm saying? Hoppo, who that woman? He talking about everything but that woman that just got dragged out the church by the police. And I would have stood up and said, excuse me, Hoppo, who that woman? Don't nobody want to hear nothing else. I don't care who shot John. I don't care when you're leaving, what you're doing on Thursday. Who was that woman that said she was going to whoop your wife's ass? That's what I want to know, Hoppo.
They still look like they just arguing right now, y'all. Like I know somebody need to come up down below with like a reality TV show name. I know this probably called like The Affair. I don't know if you ever seen The Affair, the show The Affair. But this is definitely what this seems like right now, 100%. Like a Tubi movie.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at Sister. There goes Sister Sarah right there. Didn't I tell y'all she in every church? Look at Sister Sarah. Look at Sister Sarah in the red shirt. I bet she got on some Velcro shoes. Look, here come the sheriffs. Oh, wow. The sheriffs then came in. They didn't call the popo. Oh, my God. Look, the pastor said, I'll be back. He running.
Oh, she back.
Oh, here come the girl. There go the girl. There go the girl.
Oh, she is back.
She fighting in front of the police.
Oh. I'm turning my head. I'm trying to...
What?
Hey, if y'all neck like that, if y'all neck not...
What in the devil in the church going on up in here? The marshals then came in, the woman then came back, and she's swinging on the pastor. He said, I'll be back. He dropped the mic like Obama. I'll be back.
Like this right now, you ain't even in tune, man. If your neck like this, it's that like button. I know everybody neck turn like this. We trying to see what's going on, man.
Bruh, man, this is a good video.
You know, as black people so nosy, man, we'll turn our whole body sideways to see what's going on.
This is church.
Yeah, everybody up now. Look.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Look, they throwing blows.
You finna go to jail, girl.
This girl is clowning.
Who's she trying to get to?
Look at Sister Sarah cousin with the camera. Look at her, y'all. They dragging her back out.
Dang.
And I bet she got kids at home.
What's she trying to get to? She's smiling.
She tripping. Look, he packing up Sister Sarah's shoes. He's like, let me get Sister Sarah's shoe.
Just imagine how it's going to be the next Sunday.
I wouldn't dare walk back up in that church. All right, enough of that. Credit goes to Bruh Man TV. Go check him out. He has a lot of good videos that he showed. And I will have the link to his channel in my description. Woo, let's talk, y'all. Now, for the ones that just joined and don't really know what was going on, and this happened in the church I grew up in, that's why I showed this video. It wasn't a girl walked up in there, but it was something similar. A woman walked in while the pastor was preaching and pretty much was calling him out and looking for his wife because they didn't have an affair that looked like she's pregnant. Okay. Now, my question to you all, who blamed the pastor? Push yes if you think all of this is on the pastor. This is the pastor's fault. I want you to push yes. If you think it's First Lady fault, push FL. First Lady. It's her fault. It's just the First Lady fault. If you think it's the girlfriend fault, just put G for girlfriend. So half y'all saying Elisa, Joy, Tammy, Marjorie, y'all all said yes, it's the pastor's fault. Okay. Okay. Okay, Daphne, baby girl. It takes two. That's what I want to hear, baby girl. I blame the pastor, Joy too said. Okay. Kanique said, yep, he put himself in some type of predicament. It went past Kanique, I didn't see it. Pastor and the girlfriend. It's both. All of them. Not his wife. She didn't do nothing. You can't put his wife in it. Okay, now y'all want to hear my perspective. Here we go. How many times have I said the pastor a lot of times do not, I don't know in this situation, but the majority of the time the pastor do not cut into women in the church. Let me tell you what I mean by that. He may give them a look. He may preach and say, amen, Sister Sarah. You know, he may give them that glance and they get eye contact. But 9 times out of 10, the pastor is not personally going to cut into you because he's afraid of rejection and his wife finding out. He has too much to lose to just tell a woman, hey, I like you, can I holler at you? He don't know how she going to respond. So 9 times out of 10, the pastor is overwhelmingly nice to a person. He try to give her good positions in the church. You know, he give her credit for doing this and all. And you know, Sister Karen make the best pies. And he just keeps saying her name, right? Until she say something to him. And then it's on and popping. So, am I blaming the woman? No. But guess what? You know what I'm blaming her for? I'm blaming her because she didn't have enough self-respect, pride, and dignity to tell a married man, hell no. No, brother. She should have exposed that pastor. What's she doing right now? She was supposed to come in front of that church and give a testimony right after he did that. I know y'all probably going to reject me. Y'all probably not going to like me after this. But since I'm a child of the Most High God and I respect First Lady, I'm going to put it on the table. Your husband has been coming on to me. Yes, the pastor. And I would have had text messages to follow. And this is what he been saying to me, First Lady. Now, I'm never going to come back to the church because I probably won't get treated fair after today. But the God in me wants y'all to know this man right here ain't right. That's what she was supposed to do. But no, what did the woman do? She laid with the pastor and she gave her soul to hell. And is he going to pay? Oh, he going to pay a high price. He's the shepherd. He got to answer to God way up here on this level. And adultery. But guess what? She just committed adultery sleeping with somebody's husband. Now, a lot of people will feel sorry for her and be like, I told y'all black men ain't no good. Look what he did to her. No, look what she did to her damn self. If you know that's somebody else's husband, and 9 times their kids sit up in the church, 9 times out of 10. And then you probably got babies by somebody else. You a big girl, I'm looking at you. You a big grown woman. You knew damn well that you weren't going to take that pastor from his wife. But what did you do? You came up in the church to fight his wife who haven't done nothing but got cheated on by her husband. You want to fight somebody for their husband. It couldn't have been me. Because just say I'm off church sick and I heard she came looking for me. Well, you ain't got to look for me no more because now I'm looking for your ass. You ain't got to look for me no more. You just came up here and showed your behind up in this church like that. So I'm starting to believe this, though. I'm starting to believe the wife knew. This ain't the first time the wife been through that. And she probably got a heads up the woman was coming to the church. I'm kind of believing the wife one of them weak, submissive women. That's my husband. He's the pastor. I forgave my husband. You know, sometimes the devil get into your husband and I got to be there because you know I am his helpmate. She probably one of them weak wives. Her and that woman probably had encounters before for her to come up in there looking for her. They didn't have encounters before. I'm hoping the wife was not there because she was at home packing her clothes. That's what I'm really hoping. First lady, don't go looking for her. I'm just talking crazy. I hope you was home packing your clothes and emptying the bank account. Even though I ain't do that. But in that case, no. I hope you got cameras in that church that you can take to divorce court so you can own that church. And Keith the oil can be in the pulpit, baptizing folks with his shirt off. I'm just playing. But I don't understand why women make themselves so available. And then when they get got, they the victim. I was listening to Pastor Jamal Bryant, wife. And I'm going to have some stories about him this month too. But let's talk some good about Pastor Jamal Bryant. You know, sometimes people that's been predators before, I'm not going to say he's still one. I'm not going to say he's still a cheater. I'm not going to still say he a baby daddy and just left women, but he did. But he says some good stuff sometimes. And one of the good things Pastor Jamal Bryant said, and I wrote it down, it says, a woman who respects a man, respects everything about him. She don't chase his money, his credibility, his status. She likes what's inside of him. She would submit to a man who has something that she can't find nowhere else. You know, you go to a club, you can find Keith the oil, cheating, cute dudes, dudes with dreads, but you submit to that one brother that you can't find nowhere else, and that's who most women submit to, and they end up saying, I do, right? He made a lot of sense there because a lot of women don't submit and they be out of control like girlfriend did just now. But who really got to me, and I love what she said, was his wife. Yes, the one used to date Marvin Sapp. I like her anyway. I mean, shit. Shoot. She looked at it this way. This is what I believe, First Lady, Pastor Jamal's wife, how she looked at the situation. I'm sitting here and I'm dating Pastor Sapp. They claim they never fornicated. He left Michigan to come down here with me. And we're engaged, allegedly. Pastor Sapp, how long we going to be engaged? She probably asked him, Pastor Sapp, how long we going to be engaged, brother? I mean, we not getting any younger. We going to be engaged for 20 years because we ain't set no dates or nothing. So they showed her at conferences and stuff with Pastor Sapp. She done took her around Pastor Jamal Bryant, which was the wrong thing to do. For some of your friends, don't get to meet your spouse. I'm just sorry. And Pastor Jamal Bryant was one of them. Next thing you know, she with Pastor Jamal Bryant. Eating ice cream, and Tasha K spotted them in Atlanta. You got to have the worst luck. Or was it Florida? It might have been Florida. You got to have the worst luck that you sneaking around with your friend, ex-fiance, and you didn't make her the assistant pastor of your church. You see, didn't I just say this? Did y'all hear what I just said? Didn't I say pastors normally don't cut into women? They get in positions and wait till the woman cut into them. He gave her a position as the junior pastor or whatever, right up under him. So he made her the pastor. He started making her over Sunday school. So they had to travel together. And the whole time, Pastor Jamal Bryant, in my perspective, he trying to get in her pants because he didn't did it before. Now, if he never done that before, I wouldn't be saying that's about you, Pastor. But that's your M.O. So she claimed they never fornicated. But what this sound like, y'all? Let me see, can I read my right? She said she was the first, he said this, she was the first woman to ever block him off her phone, out of her life. She didn't want to talk to him nowhere but church. If it wasn't about business, he couldn't call her at all. You know why she said she did that? She said, I did this because as long as you open the doors to somebody and be accessible to them, they're going to keep treating you like they want to treat you. Until you cut off their supply. That's the only time you're going to get their attention and make them respect you. You got to make people respect you. But I'm like, what does she mean by cutting off his supply? I took it as sex. She can say what she want to say. She said, I cut off his supply and I got his attention. And once I cut off his supply and I didn't want to talk no more, he started talking about marriage. You know why? Because she probably said this. We going to have to stop doing what we doing until you make me an honest woman and marry me. I just went through that with Pastor Sapp. I'm not doing it with you. I'm done with you, Pastor. I'm just a pastor. I'm going to come to work. I'm going to do my job. Don't say nothing else to me. And that's when he said, would you marry me, baby? Please, please, please. Because he got a little taste. And it tastes so good. I'm just being real. Now, I may be wrong, but I don't think I am. But I said, how you have to have the worst luck? This is what I was saying. The worst luck in the world. You sneaking off getting ice cream. And you run into Tasha K. Tell me that wasn't God. For real. Out of all the people they could run into, they run into Miss YouTube. And she said, oh, no, don't leave now, Pastor. I can't wait to get to work on Monday. Oh, my goodness. You having a little ice cream? Tasha K ran to the mic. She ran to the mic like Tisha Tales. She didn't know how to even break the story. Y'all ain't gonna believe this mess. Pastor Jamal Bryant running around with his senior pastor. And they was having ice cream, a little licky. And it didn't look like a meeting. They said she was lying about how close they were at first. Next thing you know, they was married. But she said, until you cut off their supply, they gonna keep doing what they doing. And it remind me of what my father used to say. Why should a brother buy the cow if he get the milk for free? Cut off the milk supply, and he gotta go buy the whole cow if he wants some milk. So she kind of told on herself. What y'all think? But yet they want us to believe we weren't having X because we pastors. But the day of their wedding, Pastor Jamal Bryant missed his court appearance for child support, who he had a baby by who has autism. And he didn't show up in court for the baby for child support. And he wasn't married to her. So he sleep with women as a pastor and not be married. So you want us to believe you were different? The only thing different about her that I like about her, she cut off his supply. She said no. She might have started off sinning, but she woke up. So I got to give her credit for that because she's very profound. She's so pretty. She's classy. She's a little over the top to be a first lady to me because she got a BBL and she got an Instagram page. But hey, nowadays it's like California. Being a church is like California. Everything goes. That's between them and their God. You know what I'm saying? Go get some boobs now if you want to. But anyway, I have to give her respect because we all sinners. And at least she woke up and said, nah, you would not destroy my reputation. I'm the only child. My mother worked hard to put me through school without a father, cleaning houses, scrubbing toilets. Her mother did. I would not degrade my mother's name. So until you do right by me, we ain't doing nothing but having church. So she was a woman to do that. A woman of God, and I'm for sure she repent and God forgave her. And that's what that woman should have done in that church. She should have cut off his supply. Okay, just say you started off and you like to keep the oil. It should have been somewhere, some God in you. But I don't even know if she was a member. She may be somebody he met at the dang on gas station. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's a member of that church. And he didn't even have enough respect to respect his church members and his wife and his children. And these are the people you give your money to. He wasn't thinking about nobody but his penis. Thinking with the wrong head. And then get up there every Sunday. Will a man rob God? You couldn't even imagine what these pastors do behind closed doors. The pastor that I grew up in, and I don't like talking about it because I really like Pastor Pearson a lot. He was voted. My pastor had the touch of Alzheimer's, right? And he would go in and out. So they caught the pastor when he was at himself. And when he was at himself, he gave him the church. And he said, I know exactly what I'm doing. I want him to have my church. So all the deacons and stuff got mad as heck that's been there for years, right? So they pretty much faked the funk around Pastor Pierce. And they really didn't like him. And the brother can preach. When I say this brother can preach, and when I say this brother is fine, his shoes even look good. I think the bottom of his shoes look good. I had to catch myself one Sunday. I'm at church with my friends, and we was like, preach, pastor, preach. And I was like, preach, pastor, preach. Look at his shoes. I said, oh, Lord, let me go to the bathroom. I'm tripping. Father God, please forgive me. Because you ain't supposed to be lusting after the pastor. I'm just being real. I done looked at the man and said, he fine as heck. I had to catch myself. But let me tell y'all. This pastor was given the church credit card. Now, he's a young man. He's younger than me. He was given the church credit card without all the rules. He go to church, black card. So pastor took it up on himself. Oh, this my black card? Okay. Pastor allegedly went to strip clubs. Pastor allegedly bought all kind of new stuff. Pastor allegedly had side chicks. And then it got so bad because the books blew up. The secretary was stealing. The accountant was stealing. Some of the people in the choir was stealing. The church was in chaos. And somebody found out, and I heard it was one of the deacons that was hating that he didn't get the church. And I heard, I'm going to tell the deacon this, if he ever watched this video. I know it was you because I know your voice. I heard you on the radio. He called in on the radio and was telling everything and tried to disguise his voice. We all know it was you. Instead of you going to the pastor or going to the board, you went to the media, Mr. Deacon. I know your wife, your whole family, you did it. So the sheriffs came up in our church just like that sheriff did, but I wasn't there. And I heard the old pastor, Pastor Jones, he has 3 daughters. I heard the 3 daughters was whooping butt up in there like, we grew up in this church from babies. This my daddy church. I don't care what y'all talking about. This my daddy church. They was whooping butt up in church. Is this pastor and his people. The church was split in half. So, to make a long story short, they put padlocks on the church. Thank God my parents was not here to see that. They had belonged to this church over 45 years. That would have broke their heart. They put padlocks on the doors, and the church had a thing on it like close until further notice. They closed the church doors, man. They had to go to federal court. The pastor had to go on trial. And while he was on trial, allegedly, because I wasn't there, this is what I was told, the judge was reading off everything that he did with the church money. And I said, Pastor, I can't believe this can't be real. His wife turned and looked and said, so you was cheating on me? She was sticking with him the whole time. My husband. Until they said he paid $50,000 on strippers and Victoria's Secret. She looked at him and said, I can't fit nothing up in Victoria's Secret, so who was you buying something for? Allegedly. So then the narrative changed. Oh, no, you didn't cheat on me. But guess what? She forgave him. They end up with their own church. I've been to the church. And that's the church I said after I was homeless, came back from my divorce. I went to that church because the church that they was fighting in that I grew up in, I said I would never step back up in that church again. My pastor, he died. All the elders who I grew up around, they gone, including my parents. And the church just ain't the same no more. I'm like, I'm not going up in that church and they was in there fighting, acting a fool like that. I don't want no parts of it. Now they arguing for positions, and I heard the new pastor, they didn't have 3 pastors since then. The new pastor is like in his late 30s. He taking out all the pews, and that's what it's called, the benches. He taking all those out. He putting chairs in, and he want to build a mega church. So I'm not going back to that church ever again. I haven't been back to that church since my mama died, 2009, and I'm not going back. So, no, I did go back a couple times, and that's when I found out what the pastor did. I miscalculated. I haven't been back since 2010. My family kept going, and it just didn't feel right. So I went to the other pastor church that did all the stuff because I like his word. I didn't really know the story. And half the members I grew up with, all the elders, they followed him. So I know all of them. I went there, and that's when the deacons was pretty much, if you need anything. And I haven't been back. But the pastor beat the case. His brother that I know helped him pay a lot of money to beat the case. His brother had to help protect him because they had threats against him. And he still burned down my house. He tears down the house preaching. I pray so hard that, Lord, is this word from you? And he's straight from that Bible. That's why I like him. He's straight from that Bible. He's not one of the motivational speakers. He old school country dude. And he's young. Well, he's younger than me. He's about 46. But he was put in a position that he couldn't handle. Money, women, jewelry, cars, houses. This what these pastors get. And y'all be saying, take your hands off God's anointing. You really got to be a strong person to say no to those things. I'm learning that the church is no different than Hollywood. You hear me? The church is no different than Hollywood. The beautiful women want the pastor. The famous women want the pastor. Everybody wants the pastor. He the hot commodity. The pastor is like the lead singer in New Edition. He like Ralph. Everybody want Ralph. You know what I'm saying? He's the lead singer. They don't care about the miracles. They don't care about the deacons. I want the pastor. You will be amazed how many women praying the pastor marriage fall apart so they can marry him. You will be surprised how many women that, they already lie. God told me you was my husband. You would be surprised how many women think the pastor their husband and the pastor already married. That's my husband. I don't know how it's going to happen. Maybe she going to die. But I know that's my husband. Go on, pastor preach. I could tell the feelings I get when he preach, girl. Oh, girl, I done been to so many churches, girl, and nobody made me catch the Holy Ghost like pastor. He preached so well, girl, my wig fly around and back be in the front, and it never leave my head. See, that's how I know that's my husband. That's mine right there. They will lie. And on their way to the pit of hell. If y'all watch how they take up for these demonic pastors, it just blows my mind. I said, wait a minute, you go to church every Sunday and pay your tithe. Sister Sarah, you mean you believe this mess? They so weak-minded. They will cook for pastor. They will clean for pastor. They will babysit for pastor. They will get passed out of Social Security. Some of them take their teeth out for pastor. I'm just telling you for real. But you got to be mindful, man. And I'm going to keep showing y'all these videos because it's time to wake up. It's a new day. It's 2025. If y'all still believe in the hype, something wrong with y'all. Now, I'm not saying God ain't real because I know he real. I'm saying when you go realize he real. When you go realize he real, then he ain't playing. Because if you knew he was real, you would recognize okie doke. They would have recognized what that pastor was doing before that woman came up in there. They would have known he was a false prophet. Look how he's speaking and behaving. Wait a minute. Let me tell y'all what happened. You for the streets, brother. He's for the streets. He been running up in that woman with no condom, and it looked like she pregnant. No respect for his church, no respect for his wife, and her demonic, wicked spirit butt run up in there and act a fool. You know why? Because she got that spirit all over her. It's a soul type. A soul type. A demonic soul tie, especially when it's a man that's married. But y'all would say she's the victim. I can't believe Pastor did that to her. So she don't know how to close her legs. She don't know how to control her vajayjay. She didn't know how to say, no, you a married man. I'm my sister keeper. I don't get down like that. Even if she didn't tell on the man, I would have left like I did. What did I do? I left and never went back. I could have destroyed some marriages. I didn't do it. Nope, I'm just going to move myself out of the equation. And y'all go rub on somebody else's arm and say you do anything for them. But you won't do Nina. I'd rather sleep in my car. And one time, y'all, a deacon, and he was in the male chorus, the choir. One of the best singers in the church. I ain't going to say how I know him because if I say that and the members watching, they going to know exactly who he is. So I ain't going to say that. But anywho, I've been knowing this brother since I was about 8 years old. I've been around his family all my life. And he's much older than me. He's about 20 years older than me. Nope, I ain't going to say 20, about 15. And when I say the brother fine, have you ever seen some older, distinguished dudes? I mean, just older, and you like, this brother is a fine old dude. He one of those. Full hair, all his hair. Then he got the salt and pepper. He fine. But I always looked at him as a relative. Because I've been knowing him so long. I know his wife. I went to school with his kids. So I know them. My mother, let me shut up. I'm going too far. They're going to know who I'm talking about. But anyway. A situation happened, and I can't say that either. They're going to know who he is. How can I say this story? A situation happened, and he was a businessman. And he said, hey, baby sis, I got you. What you need? Whatever you need. I was driving bus at the time, so he said, meet me at such and such on your bus, and he got his business transportation. So he's like, when you pull up, park your bus and get on mine. So I park my bus, I get on his van. We talking and stuff, and I'm used to him like being my big brother. So we laughing. All of a sudden, his hand went to my knee. Rubbed up my thigh a little bit. What you need? I said, I wanted to borrow. I didn't need nothing. Whatever I give you, I will give it back with interest. Whatever you give me. You ain't got no money to be giving to the bank. I said, you don't know what I have. I work every day. Well, here, I'm going to give you $1,000. $1,000. And it's much more from where that came from. And I don't even want it back. I said, what? You just finna give me $1,000? Like, I've been knowing you since you was 8 years old. I said, I'm still gonna pay you back. I wanna make sure you get your money back. So I get ready to get up. He grabbed my arm, he swing me around, and he tried to stick his tongue in my mouth. I gave him back his money. He said, what you doing? I dropped it on the ground. I said, I don't want your money because I know what you own now. I said, that was very, very disrespectful. And I'm about to go tell my mother. My mom went ballistic. My mother lost her rockets. I mean, I thought my mother was going to be Medea in church. I thought she was going to go in there and do Medea. I thought she was going to run the car through the church. She couldn't even talk straight. She got to hitting the nails on the table, and she said, now tell me the story again. Slow down. And then give me details. And then what time? She wanted details. She told him all up in his face. She called him by himself. Then told his mama all up in his face. She said, now you know I know your wife, right? If you ever disrespect my baby like that, come off on my baby like she's a hooker, you gonna have to see me. Your wife gonna be burying you, and I love you like you my son, but I swear for God, I'll kill you. I was like, I shouldn't have told her. And this was a deacon in of the male course. And he was like my big brother. I didn't talk to him no more. And his wife, when she see me, she kind of looked at me sideways because I think he tried to beat me to the draw and tell her something stupid because she barely speak to me. And I wanted to say, girl, I saved your marriage. You better quit playing with me. You see how they get mad at the woman and not get mad at the man? I saved your marriage. Because I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was younger then. What was I? I was in my 30s. I was 37, 38. I didn't have no stomach. I had long hair. It was cute. I could have took your husband. I'm just being real. I ain't trying. I could have took your husband. He would have never came back home. But guess what? He would have did it to me too. As soon as he found another little cute thing, he would have did the same thing to me. And this is what a lot of women don't understand. That's why that lady mad. Because she probably ain't really mad at the wife. She mad because she not the new thing no more. He probably got another new thing in the church. So I would have been a dang on fool thinking I could take this woman's husband who been married to him over 20 years. And he gonna be faithful to me. It ain't gonna happen. And this is what I want to say to all you ladies watching who think y'all the shit. Because most of y'all watching and cheated before. Don't lie. You didn't cheat it. And the reason I'm so hard on women, because what is the name of my channel? Unbreakable Strong Woman. And Strong Kings. I add that on because men start watching me. But it's Unbreakable Strong Woman because I want my women to be stronger than what they are and think outside the box. We are critical thinkers on this channel. So the ones get on here, you always trying to bash women. You weak. Bye. Who got the door? Jerome. Let her out. We don't want you over here. I don't like weak women. I don't like women that keep getting pregnant and blaming the man. I don't like them kind of women. I don't like women that cheat and said he cheated with me, said he's going to leave his wife. I don't like you. I'm not even going to fake like I like you. You're not wanted here. You got to leave. I want women who confused right now a little bit and don't know what to do. And they coming to Nina and all you sisters on here that's older than Nina. Because you know the older women supposed to teach what? The ladies and the babies. So I learned from my older elders on my channel too. We want you to come and ask questions, get mentored, get some substance in you. So when you see them sapsuckers, you can say, I know you. Nina told me about you. Get out my face. I don't want your $1,000. I will shovel shit before I take your money because I know what you want for that money. It ain't going to turn out right. Nope. I want you to say no before you do it. I don't want you to come to me after you hurt. I don't want to try to build you up after you done got destroyed. Your mental state just all messed up. And it take me 2 or 3 years to get you back right. I don't want to try to make you love yourself. I want to teach you why you should love yourself before you stop loving yourself. Just before you get ready to not love yourself. I'm about to go mess with this married man. No, you're not. What about your self-respect? You know if he cheated on her, baby, he gonna cheat on you, right? Let's think now, let's think. If he ain't faithful to somebody he been with for 10, 20 years, think about this. If he is not faithful to somebody he been with for 10, 20 years, and you a new thing, why would he be faithful to you? He been with her 10 years, sleeping with her every night, go on vacations, had babies. Why would he be faithful to you? And this is what y'all should say to y'all friends. If you're not faithful to the one you with, I know you can't be a true friend. You cheating on a man that you sleep with every night, who pay your bills. You cheating on a woman who you be with every night, pay your bills, had babies, and went through ups and downs, cried, snot, laughed, everything. You can't be faithful to that, but you want me to believe you my friend. And it's no way possible you can be your friend if you're not faithful to the person you sleep with every night. But y'all say that's my BFF, and know your BFF cheats on somebody that had their back. They cheating on somebody that got their back. And that's your BFF. Okay. Why y'all think I say I don't have no friends? I have associates. I don't let people come to my house now. I have this new place, and I've been praying over it. And I pray that God keep good juju around me and aura. And I make, it's flowing right now. It's been a little rocky, a little bit here or there. But God bring it right back. And I didn't have people say, can we come to your house? Can we have, what you call them? Where they put the champagne and the orange juice. Can we have brunch over there and have some of those to have girl talk? I said, we can do all that, but not at my house. Why? I can't afford to have bad juju up in here. I can't afford to have bad spirits trolling here because I don't know who really, really mean me well. I mean, y'all might look like y'all my sisters. Y'all might act like y'all my sisters. At the same time, you could be dropping some stuff up in my house. People do this. I'm telling you. You could be putting spells up in my house, touching the doorknob, wishing bad on me. No. Now I'm not doing that no more. We can meet out somewhere and don't hug me. Do this. Hey, sis, what's up? I just learned that spirits, they don't leave. They just transfer bodies. They jump bodies. So I got to be very mindful now with myself, with my life. I've been through too much. I done lost too much. I can't afford to give up anything to demonic spirits. I can't do it to no man, no woman, no kids, nothing. I even tell my kids, if you're on nonsense, stay away from me. Mama old. I don't have no more time to lose. If you don't want to learn nothing, you don't want to change your life, I'm going to pray for you, but get away from me. I ain't got time for it. Because when I'm dead and gone, y'all just going to put me on a shirt and keep on going. And on my birthday holidays, you're going to let balloons go. I ain't got time for that. Let me live and enjoy my time. Now, if you love me, I don't want your balloons. I don't want my face on your shirt. I just want some peace. Can you just give me some peace? If you love me, give me some peace. But we're not doing that. And this is why I don't go to church and be among those heathens. It ain't that I don't love the Lord. It ain't that I don't want to hear the word. It's too many heathens up in there. It's too many bad spirits. And I know what y'all gonna say. You go to church for yourself. Didn't I just say spirits don't leave, they transfer? So I could just be sitting next to somebody who just slept with somebody's husband and that spirit jump onto me and now I'm going through some mess. No, I don't want to guess who right, who spirits right, who living right. Church ain't like it used to be. We used to be able to pray for each other, lay hands and come up in the front of church, and all the people at the church putting their hands towards the pulpit and they praying for you. We can't do that no more because people praying some demonic stuff on you. Father God, I pray when she leave, everything she touched fail. I ain't got time for that. People praying right now that my YouTube channel failed. How I know they praying for it? Because why y'all think I have mods on here? Because they praying that I fail. They stop watching me because they don't want me to succeed. Even though I've been homeless, I done lost everything over 50. My daughter beat cancer. They can hear my whole story and still hate me. You'll be surprised how many people hate your nothing. Can I say that again? You will be surprised how many people hate your nothing, Miss Lorraine. You can have nothing and they be jealous of you. I have girls I went to school with that's jealous of me right now to this day. And I've been out of school over how many years? 30-some years. They still act like we just walked down the hall in high school and will roll their eyes in a grocery store at me. And they driving nice vehicles. They own a home. They credit banging. They've been married to the same man 10, 15 years, maybe second, third husband. And I'm sitting here on YouTube, started over, don't have a car right now, bad divorce, and they still jealous of me. So I'm like, Lord, how they jealous of me? And I don't understand why she don't like me. And it came to me. It ain't things. Things can be replaced. They know you can get your stuff right back. You can catch up with them like this. But what they cannot do is get the heart you have. They can't get that God you have in you. They can't get that spirit you have, that aura, that happiness, that joy. You can go buy what they have, but they can't buy what you got. So that's why they jealous of you. They jealous what's on the inside of you. You looking at the outer appearance. They see the God in you and they don't like it. So if the God in you is upsetting the devil in them. So if you wonder why people got more than you don't like you, I just answered your question. And then they don't want you around their husband because they think they cheating husband who they got cheating go like you because you have something they don't have. You may have a flat butt. You may have a big stomach. You may have a bald head. But that man go see the God in you. So they, she can't come around my man. But see, they'll lie on you. She can't come around my man. I heard she talked to people, husbands. You a lie. You a lie. Name one. You can't. You just think I'm going to be like you are. And you afraid that your husband going to like me. But I don't do that. I done saved a lot of marriages, y'all. And I'm not even a shit. I done saved a lot of marriages. If I really want to be bold, I could turn my DM on, put it on my YouTube channel. Y'all to be like, girl, Uncle John was in the inbox. You would be shocked. You would be shocked. Miss Lorraine, let me tell you, big sis. Your girl don't have to be struggling. And you don't either because you're a classy, beautiful woman. We don't have to struggle, fellas, if y'all watching. All these ladies y'all see on here, they don't have to struggle. We struggle by choice, don't we, ladies? Some of y'all done gave in, but I'm glad y'all on here because y'all finna change that. But we don't have to struggle. I promise you, if I leave right now and go to the local gas station, I can come back with at least 2 phone numbers. And out the 2, one of them gonna have a woman. It's easy. I just choose not to because karma don't miss nobody. Ladies, do y'all hear me? Karma don't miss nobody. Karma go catch up with you. You may think you're doing something slick right now. You're getting your bills paid, your nails did. Girl, he getting my hair did. And girl, he gonna help me pay off my car. Keep on playing. Go on and sell your salvation for that car. See how it turned out for you. Nina, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna wait on God. But before I go, y'all, I want to give thanks to several people who blessed my channel in February. I was blown away. I couldn't believe all these people blessed me in February. Where did the money go? I think it went to Mr. Woolley, my landlord. But let me read some of the names. Oh, my glass is dirty. Let me read some of the names. We have Darnell, Sandra, Mark. I think her name Mark-Ann, Kelly, Elisa, Pierre, Elizabeth, Destiny, Deborah, Gary, Chardin Gay. Chardin Gay is my Caucasian sister, and she keep on blessing me. Thank you, girl. I hope I'm saying your name right. Mona, Dana, Sherry, Desire, Savannah, Janice, Gretchen, Keisha, Katina, Deidre again, Charlotte, Sonia, Barbara, Miss Janice Davis, just the other Miss Janice, I don't know her last name, she'll have it on there. Cassandra, Whitehead, Mocho, Dan, Cynthia, another Sandra, Emmanuel, Joyce Davis, Devon, DeHevlin, am I saying your name right? DeHevlin, Deborah Copper, LaFondra, Gwen Armstrong, and Darnell. Darnell blessed me big the other day. He said, Nina, close the doors. He tried to act like Marvin Sapp. He said, shut the doors. He said, we finna help you shut the doors, and I'm going to drop you this $100. So thank you. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to say this to the men. I am so shocked. I am so shocked, y'all, that the men bless me. And I forgot a lot of people. See, a lot of people bless me on the channel, too. So don't get, if I forgot your name or I didn't say it, it's because some of y'all bless me on the channel. This is Cash App. But the men, they really were blessing me. I said, oh my God. And some people blessed me on Zelle. Kanique and Leon. Leon just surprised me today. Just blessed me out the blue. He said, check your Zelle. I said, for what? He just check your Zelle. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Kanique. They blessed me on Zelle. So people bless me in different ways. Some people send me money orders. I haven't been to my post office in probably a month. Some people send me gifts. So whatever you do, I promise you, it's received with love and thanks. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. And I'm not begging for nothing. I don't want nothing out y'all need. Don't give me nothing you can't afford to give. And I promise you, God, you hear me now? I'm making a promise. You will be blessed for giving to me because I'm always giving to others. And God going to bless you big because when you break down and you see somebody in distress and you give them something, trust me, it's going to be returned to you abundantly. I'm a walking testimony. I have given to people when I didn't even have myself. And I done gave stuff to folks. And next thing you know, it comes right back to me. Right back to me. For example, just yesterday, I told you I have my money got taken out my money got taken out of my bank account, and the little savings I had to get this place and pay down, and so I'm almost drained dry, you know. I had to go to the store and buy some things yesterday. And some of the stuff I needed, house stuff, I'm looking at it. I was putting it in, putting it out. I hate that feeling. Oh, my God, I hate that feeling. Put it in, putting it out. Can't get this, can't get that. And you know what? God came up over me. He said, this is what I felt. Put everything in your cart that you need. Get everything you need. Not what you want. I got everything I needed. At Menards, I needed a bunch of house stuff and rugs and stuff, and I got it. And I felt good. You know why? Because the Lord tell us he don't deal in lack. He's a big God. He blessed big. If you doubting what you can afford, you already defeated yourself. So I gotta walk around with the mentality, I'm already a big YouTuber. I'm already rich. I have more than enough. I can't be walking around here like I'm in lack. Oh, I can't afford that. Well, you will never be able to afford it. So I'm like, I'm getting that, and watch God make a way. And guess what? I get home. Nope. Before I got home, I'm walking through the store. I hear from Cash App. 4 people blessed me on Cash App. I'm like, that's half my purchase right there. Wake up this morning, cleaning out a closet, get some stuff ready in my house, cleaning and get some stuff put up. Check your Zelle. It's Leon. So what I spent yesterday, I didn't got it back triple. So if I didn't listen to God, would that had happened? No. He said, I'm a big God. I own all this. I'm more than enough. Trust me. Walk by faith, not by sight. I know it looked dark. I know you don't believe you can afford it, but trust me, you can. Get everything you need, put in that car, girl, and go home. And I did. And I got it back. I didn't just get that back. I got my phone bill money. I'm telling you, man. You know what's funny? I never been this down in my life. I always had a nice house, always had cars, always had money, always had good credit, good parents. I never been this down in my life. And I realized it's the happiest times of my life. Because if I wasn't down, if I wasn't homeless, if I wasn't put aside by my husband and dogged out, if my daughter didn't go through cancer and beat it, if I didn't live in that car, I wouldn't have never met y'all. I wouldn't have never started YouTube. I wouldn't be in this moment right now encouraging you. Because I would have been on my high horse with my 401k, living my best life. I would have never had this opportunity. So God put you in situations for reasons. When I went to jail for that one day, a half a day, I used that as a learning experience. To me, it was a blessing. I know y'all like, what? First of all, I finally got the taste of how it feels to be on trial. So I know how people feel when they're going through something and somebody have control of your life. And I finally got the chance to see how it feels to be in that jail. Because when my relatives used to call me, I used to get mad. What you want? Dang, you ain't got nothing to do. Until I sat there for 18 hours. They don't have nothing to do. You will lose your mind in that. Is it an 8x8 or 10x10? You will lose your mind. When I first went in there, I went in there like, I got this. Oh, how y'all doing? What you doing? What you eating? Why you in here? I'm in there talking like I'm auntie, and everybody looking at me like she gotta be crazy. She ain't been here before. Until I had to check a girl. I did have to put on my war face for a minute. Like, who you talking to? But I'm happy sitting there. And then they gave us a nasty breakfast. It kind of dawned on me like, I'm in jail. Oh my God, what is this? Kept my apple. I said, well, I ain't got no pen, no paper. I got the Bible. I'm going to read the Bible a little bit. You know they wake you up like at 5 in the morning, right? I said, you know what? I'm just going to go to sleep, wait for lunchtime. We'll go out here. I'm talking to some of these girls. I'm just waiting for lunchtime. Y'all, I went to sleep. I woke up. I went to sleep like at 6 o'clock. Guess what time I woke up? It was only like 8 a.m. I only slept like 2 hours. I looked at the clock. I said, wait a minute. I only slept 2 hours. I have 4 more hours for 2. It started getting to me then. I started getting claustrophobic. I can't breathe, Jesus. This ain't for me, Lord. Please, Father God, let me go home. By the time 12 came, I couldn't breathe. I didn't want to eat. I didn't mentor the girls. Okay, I didn't mentor y'all now. I did my job. It's time for TT to go home. Father God, please let me go home. I promise you I'll never come back. Next thing you know, I'm laying there. I look in the air and they say, Mayberry, time to go. I ran up out of there. I said, God bless you all. I hope you change your life because y'all ain't going to see me up in here no more. I promise you won't. Not in my will. Oh, no, no, no. 18 hours was the worst 18 hours of my life. And my brother did 30 years. 30 years. My brother is a G. Why y'all think I was talking about my brother? He's a profound brother, too. My brother got that word. He is not the word of God. He got the gift of gab. Let me clear that up. He is a G to come out with half my family dead, gone. And he still got his mindset. I still see that prison in him though. Like he stay in the basement a lot. He's standoffish. He kind of shy with certain things he do. And I'm like, big bro, you my big brother. You welcome to do anything in here. And you helping me pay the bills. You my big brother. But he still feel like I've been gone so long. He kind of feel like he ain't a part of us. And my brother been home since 2009. That jail would do something to your mental state. And do you know he grew up in that church I'm talking about? Let me get off here. But he grew up in the church I'm talking about, right? My brother used to sing in the choir and everything. My mother talked about my brother nonstop. My mom, when my brother got in trouble one time, she made the church. She didn't ask the church. She went in front of the church and said, hey, my son needs an attorney. My son boy was raised up in this church, and I put a lot of money in this church. And I got to come up with whatever it was, and I need it fast. And they gave it to her. So for my brother to get out, and my mama was gone, and my daddy was gone, and everybody in that church know my brother. They know all of us. Do you think they called me one time or looked for him or say, come on to the church, let me pray for you, or we got something for you because your mama was such a beautiful spirit in this church and so was your father? They never made sure my brother had a drink of water. They never even, when they see me out, they never say, how your brother doing? And been known since he was a little boy. I got my brother's back. It's really just me and him. We got a big sister that's here. But she going through her own thing. And we love our big sister. She 8 years older than me, 4 years older than him. We are 4.5 years apart. Except my older sister that passed, she was old enough to be our mother. My mother had her at 16. So she was 24 years older than me. But we all we got. But I say this to say, protect your mind. Protect your body. Protect your peace. No church, no pastor, no friend, no kids. It's worth you losing your peace and your joy because they will take it from you and keep on living their life and leave you in a car. I'm a walking testimony. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. If I forgot your name on the list, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just cannot believe. I mean, just look at it, y'all. I named a bunch of you, but look at this. Just pages of people that gave to Nina. And y'all never met me. And you don't think you'll be blessed. And my mods, you don't have to give me nothing. Y'all time, y'all put in for me. Do y'all know how good it feels if I have somebody working on my behalf while I'm speaking? That just feels so good. I said, they care about me that much? They could be doing anything and they got my back? Man. I love you all. I talk to y'all later. And Kiwi been calling me. Kiwi, please listen, baby girl. Me and you got to do a one-on-one, a final one-on-one, because I talked to Kiwi one time for 2 hours. I can't talk to you throughout the day, Kiwi, because I be busy. And I don't want to be unfair to my other followers, because if I do it for you, Kiwi, I got to do it for everybody. And I can't be that available. I have to go by the YouTube rules. And I have mentors on YouTube like, Nina, you can't do that. Nina, you can't get personal like that. Nina, you got to have like meetups. You got to have, where they can get meet and greets. You got to keep it on the YouTube level. So as much as I want to be personal with people, I can't. Because the YouTube rules are, if you get personal with people, that respect level leave, and then you become too open. I don't know. But I have to follow the YouTube rules. So that's why I can't answer you, Kiwi. You can write me on my email, USW616, and I will answer you that way. And I believe you my Facebook friend, so you see my everyday life pretty much. But I just can't talk to everybody. I can't. It's impossible. But I am going to have one-on-ones soon. I got to figure out how to do that. And people can call in and talk to me. And then I'm going to have I want to have Freestyle Friday where David have people call in. Like I started off Miss Lorraine, and Miss Lorraine and never knew how to call in. And people can call in and y'all can see each other and we can talk and have panels. David getting that set back up, Miss Lorraine. So we gonna do that again where everybody can see who everybody. We want to see everybody's face. I want to see who you are. I may see you at the grocery store, don't know who you are. Miss Lorraine, yes, you did. Three times Miss Lorraine couldn't call in. She said, I didn't did it again, Nina. She was like, Miss Lorraine, you was like David Ruffin of Temptation. I missed another show. I love my Miss Lorraine, man. All right, y'all. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. We in a new month. And I think, is this my first video of the month? I have to do this. Please push me, Kanique and Miss Lorraine and TK and Goldie. Push me, push me, push me. I want to do 3 shows a day. I want to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner shows. I want y'all to hear me before you go to work. I want you to, I don't want to do lunch really because lunch, you got it in and out. I want to do breakfast when you go to work. And I want to do like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I want to do something after 6. So y'all will know exactly what time I'm coming on. So please, everybody who watch me, first subscribe. Make sure you push the thumbs up. Email me and tell me what's a good time to do 3 shows. And then I'll put it in stone and y'all will know exactly when to log on so you don't have to be notified. See, that's what I have to do. That's why I've been losing a lot of subscribers because I don't have a schedule. So please tell me what's a good time, and I'm gonna make a time. So whoever got the most, like if more than half of y'all say 6, it's gonna be 6. And I'm gonna tell you, and it's gonna be on my channel what time I'm gonna go live, so y'all can be right there with me. Okay. But until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. And Miss Lorraine, we're Keith the I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.